Welcome everyone. It's a cool, crisp day here in Tennessee, and I am standing on the ground of somewhere that I never thought I would actually be able to visit in real life. But I have actually found Kamp Kikakee from the 1987 classic comedy starring Jim Varney, Ernest Goes to Camp. I'm all alone out here, and I'm going to give you a tour of the filming locations. So I'm inviting you to tag along. Join me. Shall you? The very first shot of the film, when Jim Varney, playing Ernest, was fixing the Kamp Kikakee sign, the sign would have been right here. It was actually a crane shot. He was up on a ladder recreating some of the famous commercials that he had done before his movie career.
When one is doing dangerous work, one must pay careful attention to the safety of one's body. Know what I mean?
And you can see the buildings behind me still look the same, and they actually built some temporary facade buildings starting at the second tree and the third tree along that road that later in the movie they destroyed. Once Ernest finally regains control of the cart, he pulls the plunger out and he actually walks right into this restroom. It looks a little bit different than it did in the movie. They've actually extended the concrete over the foundation in the film, and here's where they built on and extended out. Something else to notice, look at these two sidewalks. This one and that one, both are seen in the shot. There used to be a tree that was actually going up right there. The tree's been removed, but this light pole is still there. And they've added a women's restroom as well. You used to have only one door. Directly under that light, Ernest would have pulled the plunger out and walked directly into the building, right here. It's time for camp. That's where the Kamp Kikakee metal sign would have stood. And then there was a crane shot about like this. And you could see all the kids standing right in here, all grouped together. It's very interesting seeing this in person, because watching the movie since I was a child, I always figured that was a very tall incline when all the kids were standing here. But standing here as an adult, you realize that's only a very small couple feet. That little incline right there. It's so weird, your perspective as a child to an adult. Interesting.
Welcome to another great summer here at Kamp Kikakee! Let's go!
Right here is where he got his hands caught in the window of the bus.
My hand!
This little building right over here to the side, that little picnic area, is still there. There was another bus in the background, parked caddy corner right there. Here's the old archery area. And now that brings us to the lake. You're probably asking, what remains of the lake from the camp? Well, this is it. A lot of it's dried up. You can see where the water has subsided, and they've actually built newer docks out. There was actually an H-shaped dock in the movie, and all this was very green. When Nurse St. Cloud walks out, she walks down this, goes down the H, and Ernest is working on a lifeguard stand right there on the corner of what was the original dock. Behind me is the first aid building from the movie.
Oh, man.
Where Nurse St. Cloud administered the shots to Ernest. He was acting like a tough guy, and then he broke down like a baby, screaming and yelling.
Real men can take it, and I'm a real man. A man who has never tasted quiche. Is that your smallest needle?
Totally unrelated to the movie, but Bearhead Tree alert. This was the building used as the main office for the main camp leader. You can see a lot of the interior shots where Ernest is actually promoted to camp counselor.
I'll do a great job, and I'll do my regular work too.
You can see the fireplace. They have some sort of a stuffed animal. Not a stuffed animal like you'd win at a fair, but an actual taxidermied stuffed animal up on that shelf of the fireplace.
Oh, I can't believe it's true. Me, a counselor.
Also the scene when Ernest is told to get in the bus and go pick up the kids, when Ernest is holding the sheet of glass, is on the back side of this building. Through those back windows is where Ernest was holding the sheet of glass.
Ernest, will you take the bus over and get those second chances for me?
When you're watching the scene, the camera would have been from the opposite side from those windows. But check out this pole right here in the middle. That's actually in the movie and in the shots. And there's the fireplace. So the camera's looking towards us out of these. But in the movie, they were glass. Ernest would have been holding some glass here. Falls right here, the plate of glass, right on top of him. That's the inside of the mess hall. Same tables and chairs. That's so awesome. It's really kind of hard to see, but that's basically the door Ernest ran through to break up the fight. Right where those wooden benches are were actually where the kids were fighting, and they smashed Ernest in the face with the tray. The Coke machine that he hit was somewhere right around in this area, and it fell away from us on top of Ernest right there. I think that might be.
The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together.
So how is the weather?
Oh, look at that. There's the stove. There's the stove where they were cooking eggs erroneous.
Look at that.
Jake's specialty du jour, eggs erroneous.
Eggs erroneous. Runs right down these stairs. Of course, this looks new, this brick formation. But he ran right down these stairs, over here around the backside of the Kamp Kikakee truck, and he throws up. Vomit spews over the side of the truck.
That's
the secret ingredient to eggs erroneous.
On the front porch of this exact cabin is where Ernest lost all his money to the kids.
Ah, poker. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a little lesson in gaming.
Right up here is where they were playing poker. There's quite a few buildings that look just like this one out here. I narrowed it down based on a few things. When the camera pans down, you can actually see a little stairway made of rock that's still here. And what else is here? This little crack right there. It's actually gotten worse over time, but you can actually see it in this shot.
We were playing 5-card Mexican Gorilla Sweat. Deuces and Traces Wild.
Pay attention to the brick formation on the fireplace. You can see how there's a large brick right here, a lengthy brick, another block of brick there that matches up exactly to the shot of them sitting on the porch. I propped the door open with that cinder block, but you'll notice these 3 wooden slats.
I get paid on Fridays. I could let you have $30 a week.
See if we can get a peek inside. The door's locked, however, hopefully we can look in through the window. You can kind of see it. There's the fireplace right there. There's the front door. It's all locked up, but you can still get a peek through this window. That fireplace, very prominent. Quite a few scenes right inside this exact room. The final scenes were actually filmed right in here. They had a lot of temporary cabins built that the bulldozers mowed down. Ernest would have been dancing around right in here trying to avoid the bullet shot coming from the rifle.
Look out, Ernest! Get out of the way!
However, every shot missed him. And this is the spot he was standing.
No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together.
Walking around here all by myself all day, virtually for hours without another soul being out here. It's a little bit haunting knowing that Jim Varney has passed on. Jim Varney to me was one of my childhood idols. I've been to his gravesite a few times. The first time I actually filmed a vlog, an homage to the man that I respect. But I've been there a few times since. I always like to pay my respects to him when I go through there. And other people do as well. In fact, the first time I was there, someone actually took a turtle, a toy turtle, and put a parachute on it and had it sitting on his gravestone in honor to him from the movie of the locations that you just watched. The little turtle scene, when I saw that, I actually broke out in tears because I love Jim Varney. He was an accomplished actor. He was actually also not only a comedian, which is what most people know him as, but he also was a Shakespearean actor. So this one goes out to you, Jim Varney. It's pretty awesome being out here. I don't even know what to say. So I'm just going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I could have. I had to. This place, these kids, it's everything to me. I was a counselor. I had everything. And now it's all gone. Gee, I'm glad it's raining. There's always something to be thankful for. I'm awfully glad it's raining. 'cause no one sees your teardrops when it pours.
I thought that I found someone I could count on till the end. What they wanted was a hero. All I needed was a friend.